Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I want to say thank to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given us mercy and blessings. And then the Excellency Kiai Haji Muhammad Hasan Mutawakil Allah SIMM, the Excellency Dr. Abdul Aziz Wahab BAMAG as Director of Zainul Hasan Genggong Islamic University. And the last, unforgettable to Miss Raudatul Islam MPD as the lecturer of Sociolinguistics. Here, I would like to explain about one of the materials of sociolinguistics, namely language, gender, and age. This explanatory video is solely meant to fulfill the midterm exam assignment. Okay, language isn't just a natural tool for communications, but a powerful social instrument that reflects, reinforces, and even constructs worldviews, values, and power dynamics. It can shape our perceptions of reality, influence social attitudes, and subtly encode dominant ideologies. For example, the use of impersonal and passive constructions in medical texts conceals the agent behind medical decisions and portrays women primarily as reproductive beings, indicating how language reflects both social hierarchies and gender assumptions. In political contexts, as seen in Maoist China, language was deliberately manipulated to instill conformity and reinforce the dominant ideology, showing its role in shaping collective consciousness. The second materials is gender. Okay, gender has three patterns. There are gender-exclusive speech differences, gender preferential speech features, and gender social class. The first is gender-exclusive speech differences. Gender-exclusive speech differences refer to linguistic features or even entire language that are used solely by men or women within a particular community. These differences are often seen in highly structured and traditional societies where gender roles are clearly delineated. The second is gender preferential speech features. Unlike gender exclusive features, gender preferential differences involve both men and women using the same language and linguistics form, but with different frequency. This is common in more modern and social fluid societies. Okay, and then the last is gender social class. The interactions between gender and social class reveals even more complex linguistic patterns. In Western societies, social class and gender both influence language use, often in overlapping ways. Okay, and now I will explain about age materials. There are three patterns. The first is age grade feature of speech. Age grade feature refer to linguistic traits or usage patterns that are typical at certain stage in a person's life and change as they age. The second is age and social dialect data. Social dialect research shows that different age groups use language in noticeably different ways. For example, adolescents are particularly prone to using high frequencies or vernacular forms, often due to strong peer group influences. And the last is age grading and language change. Age grading must be distinguished from actual language change. With age grading, individuals change their language use over their lifespan in predictable ways, like swearing less as they get older, but the overall language in the community stays stable. Okay, maybe that's all from my explanation of the material that I can convey. I apologize if there are shortcomings in the explanations. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.